So we are 6 episodes into everyone's new favorite apocalyptic drama. If you are a fan of nature or breathtaking scenery, you have a sibling, and most importantly, are still fiending for Papa Pedro, then we have got a show for you. What's clicking, Podvengers? Welcome back to the episode of the Podtastic Four. It's your boy Blacksby, aka the #1 Cocaine Bear Stan. And today I have with me Luis Pedro Pascal's. I'm not reading that one. You're gonna get banned off YouTube. And then Gerardo Pedro Pascal Supremacy. Yeah, man. We're out here. We're just here and ready to discuss our reaction to the 6th episode of HBO's The Last of Us, plus a film that is shaping up to be the greatest piece of cinema out this month. But before we do all that, we need y'all to blow or smash that subscribe button so you do not miss out on the most entertaining podcast on the planet. Now, without further ado, let's get wild. So what's up, y'all? This is our 20th episode. We are in here. We are deep into this podcasting ting, you know what I'm saying? I think it's safe to say that we have started to, we learned the ropes. We got our little groove going. We got our little release schedule going. We got our fan base growing. Shout out all the fans at home and abroad. We appreciate y'all. Shout out the Mendem.
Shout out
the UK. The UK Mendem.
Shout out the
chat. Shout out. He said Chet Hanks just joined the chat. Oh no.
Bumble flat.
Oh no. No. Not the blood clot. The blood
clot? That's not what I said, Matt.
That's another one. At least I'm not going to reveal all my secrets.
Don't correct him. Let him speak.
Okay, you're right. You're right, my bad.
Tell him. Matt,
continue, please.
Tell him.
My apologies. Sorry.
Shut up, bitch!
It's for you. Got him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's in timeout. Oh man. Man, no, for real. How about that last episode of The Last of Us, guys? Like that was something. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. What a horrendous transition.
No, that was great.
I didn't know there was no way I was gonna segue from that last one to this. That one, you just gotta drop it like a mic. You gotta drop it like you're dropping a clicker.
There we go.
Nice. And he brought it back.
That was perfect.
The wordplay is
perfect.
Nice.
My wordplay is just insane. My style is impregnable. Whew.
Yeah, because Roe versus Wade got overturned. So you're impregnable.
All right.
Oh my
man.
Speaking of pregnancy,
real ones.
Speaking of pregnancy, how about Tommy's wife Maria being introduced into this episode? How about seeing Tommy after all this time, man?
Let's take it back. What did y'all think of the episode overall?
You know what I'm saying? We discussed this before. We said it's one of those, we got the little highs and lows type episode. This really high up there, action intense, and then this really kind of chill, mellow episode.
You disagree, Fabio? You disagree? You like?
I did at first, but I did at first. But if he's just saying that in terms of what's happening, then I agree. It's not as
that's just how it's going.
But I think
it's not like
think
super.
It's at the very least on par with the last episode in terms of quality, because it was
very good. It was very well done. The acting. I mean, again, we've been boosting this for the last 5 episodes. Sorry. It's just good. I can't say that enough. I like the dynamic between Tommy and Joel after all this time, seeing how they interacted, seeing how Ellie played a part in this, seeing how we introduced, Maria. It was great. It was very great seeing this part of the storyline play out.
The thing I took away from this episode the most, and that I think is the most important, at least for me, is that for the entire season, it's almost felt as if other characters and other actors have had like their shining moments in the series. For example, Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett, or Sam and Henry and their actors. Melanie Linsky as Kathleen. Kathleen. So all these actors have kind of had their shining moment, and the ability to showcase their talents. And and Pedro has not, and that's just kind of what happens with whenever you're like the leading man, right? You kind of oftentimes have to play it straight, and you're the one. Everyone is bouncing off of you, and you're kind of like the emotional and kind of grounding of the story, right? So for me, it was super exciting to finally see Pedro get not one but like a couple of scenes where he was just cooking with
Emmy
Grease.
award.
Emmy,
man, it was fantastic.
Fuck it, Oscar. Why not?
All of it.
He killed it. He killed it. This
he got.
He got. I mean, and I know we all like Pedro Pascal, and we all think he's like a wonderful person and a fantastic.
Hold on. Like is an understatement, bro. Like is.
We
are the number one fan club of Pedro Pascal. We are
There's literally
acolytes.
two women who do a Pedro Pascal centric podcast.
And they're great.
I wouldn't say number one, but
we love them.
We're number
too.
one though. We're number one.
They're awesome.
Are they Hispanic?
Shout out to Pedro Pascal.
We love
Are they Hispanic?
Podcast. I don't know.
I am. That's why me and him be like this.
That's right.
We're like this.
Okay, so we all love Pedro Pascal, is what I was gonna say, but it's like rewarding and validating to see, like, just to be reminded, like, yes, he is a fantastic actor, and people should not forget that. Like, don't let like his real life personality and the real life character that he plays and who he is take away from the fact that like all his fame and all his success and all this love that he's getting is like warranted, is incredibly warranted, because he's fantastic and he's consistently great, and everything he's in, he's like the best thing in that. He's the best thing in Narcos. He was the best thing in The Golden Circle.
The Bubble.
He was the best thing. It was the best thing in The Bubble.
He was the best thing.
He was the best thing in
Wonder Woman.
We Should Be Heroes, or what is it? We Should Be Heroes, or
I never watched that one. The
Spy Kids
Robert
looking
Rodriguez.
one?
Yeah, it's set in the same universe.
Spy Kids spiritual successor.
So like I said, so it's very.
We can be heroes.
Oh yeah, we can be heroes. Yeah.
Oh no, freaking way! They had baby Leia in there. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. The more you know.
And so and it was also, like you said, really exciting and awesome to finally see, characters like Maria and the return of Tommy, who's been with us for so long, and Gabriel Luna, another actor who has been around for a minute.
Also, if I can just real quick shout out to the native couple at the beginning in the cold.
They were great. They were
Graham
fantastic.
Greene.
They were incredible. I love them. I rewatched their scenes twice the first time I watched it because I loved them. And
Graham Greene is the actor who
She said scared him.
came out that first
bro.
season. And I apologize, I don't know the name of the actress who's in that scene with it. But yeah, that scene was amazing. And everybody who talks about this episode talks about how great that first scene was.
It's so good. It's so good. They killed the game. And we got some representation in there. We love that.
Mm-hmm. And that's so great how they managed to find like a very interesting balance between, because we all know this show has it's had very light and like funny moments, but like that scene was the most like straightforward, like comedic, like funny scene in the entire series thus far. And the fact that they were able to add it in there, give it a tone that's completely different from the rest of the show while also propelling the story forward. I just thought it was just Craig Mazin, and his wonderful writing, just doing the damn thing.
Boy. Superhero movie,
cooking.
How'd y'all feel about the? I know we briefly mentioned it, but like just like the introduction of like Tommy and Maria and like the Jackson con and that settlement, and
I loved it. I thought it was so I haven't played the second game. I know how the first one ends, obviously. I don't know if they end up there, but I really want them to end up there. Don't tell me that, because that's... Oh, no. I'm scared now.
Pain.
They deserve...
Emotional damage.
They deserve the best, and I'm going to be sad if something happens to Jackson. Because it's really
I thought it was cool seeing, a little pocket of hope in an otherwise hopeless world. With the fungi going around and just cordycepsing it up. So
Yeah.
that's a very scientific word I just used right there. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, it was cool seeing that little settlement, seeing people be able to, it was a communism type thing, people really helping each other.
Nice, Matt. It was a
They
communism.
were able to
type thing.
really communism it up,
Yeah, they were very communizing. Yeah,
They were
communizing the hell out of
They're
that shit.
comraded all the way up. Comraded.
No, what I was gonna say is we've talked about before, like the pacing of the show and like the length of it and like just how short like 9 episodes seems. But I do think like that this episode really worked in that it didn't seem like that part of the game is obviously a lot longer than 45 minutes to an hour or however long this episode was. But I do think that they condensed that pretty well, and I do think that like how they expanded on the characters like Maria and Ellie's interaction. Like we don't really see a lot of that, right? Like and just the little things they did, like showing like how how women deal with menstruation, or how menstruating people deal with menstruation during the apocalypse and stuff like that, and like how such a small for us, that would be like something like so small and not very
completely out of mind.
Would be out of sight, out of mind. It's so important, and it's those little details like that, like her telling her about cutting her hair, and all that stuff, and I don't know, it's just. I'm always in shock. Like, and I know Craig. I personally praise Craig Mazin's writing so much, but it's just the way that he's able to condense 3 to 4 hours of gameplay into 1 hour episodes, while also expanding on characters and adding lines and moments that don't feel out of place. It doesn't feel like you're like, oh, this is a very, like, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good adaptation. And yeah, I played the game and that's not in there, but it works. It fits. It doesn't seem out of place. I just think that's so masterful, to say the least. But yeah.
Speaking of the game and the source material, what are y'all's thoughts on some of the, I want to say minor changes, well, more or less minor changes from the actual game and what we saw in this episode? You kind of touched on it a little bit. But, as far as the interactions between, Ellie and Joel and the scene with deciding, deciding who's going to take her to the university, all that stuff. What are your thoughts on that? You like where they're telling this more so than us sitting through, like you said, 3 to 4 hours worth of gameplay?
I personally liked the show's handling of that issue a lot better, because in the game, obviously that Joel is getting attached to Ellie, but he doesn't. It's like he doesn't trust Tommy enough to confide in him with that, and I feel like it suffers more. He seems like more cold, but here in the show, you see how much it hurts and how much it reminds him of what he's already been through, and I just think it's a great improvement. I mean, yeah, you get less action. You don't get attacked at the, I think it's the dam or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. And I think it really works. I think it works better.
I agree. I think that adaptive choice, like you said, just works very well. Like we have so much, like you said, gameplay that he has to scrub that he's just like, you know what? That's not what's important. It's like what's important is, and impactful is Joel being able to vocalize to Tommy exactly why it is that he doesn't feel like he deserves to guide Ellie on this journey any further. And I also think that adaptive choice that you were talking about, and it helps with the Tommy Joel relationship as well. I think it's been so long since we've seen Tommy last. He was only in the opening episode, and now it's episode 6, and we haven't seen him since. We've only heard about him, and so that kind of like gives that moment like a weight to it, and a sort of importance, right? It's like Joel hasn't seen Tommy in so long, and like you said, if they would have done what happened in the game, it might have seemed kind of anticlimactic and or confusing.
And not only that, in the game, there's like more animosity between them for sure. Like it's nowhere near as jovial reunion. Like
exactly
when they start talking, it gets pretty heavy. and
Exactly, it does.
you get a little bit less of that, but you get a little more character development, I think, in the show than you do in the game.
Agreed. I do think that Mazen's approach to that interaction between Joel and Tommy is heart wrenching, and it's both of them, the one in the bar and the one in the what is it, the yeah. I do think both of those.
Cobbler shop.
Yeah, the cobbler shop. Yeah, I do think that. I was going to say the
shoe store, the shoe
shoe factory,
the shoe factory,
Nike outlet, in the Nike,
exactly.
The Last of Us Nike outlet.
Also, so sweet. They just got him his little boots. Like that's
cute.
So cute.
Especially when we had seen Joel taping up his boots.
Yeah,
earlier in the episode, But again, it's those little things that kind of help establish, the relationship between Joel and Tommy. I think what you were saying about differences in regards to the game and the show, one thing that I'm really glad they did not change an awful lot of is that scene between Joel and Ellie, where
in the condo, in the room,
in the house,
in the house.
Yeah, we're basically
the location changes.
The living room.
The scene is perfectly intact as far as I can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It's basically word for word, and they took it. They pulled it straight out of the. And that's
bar. Bar for bar, word for word, bar for. He copied my whole flow.
Yeah, so they took that basically.
Whole flow. That's how Troy Baker's watching this. No,
but Neil Druckmann talked about that too. He's like, this is such an iconic scene from the game. It's nerve wracking, and like a lot of weight and importance. What's it called? Rode on us getting this scene right, and they pulled it off wonderfully. Bella Ramsey was going tit for tat with Pedro Pascal, and man, those two are
incredible
firecrackers.
Incredible. I also loved in the game. I don't remember exactly how Sarah is brought up before that conversation, but when she learns about Sarah from Maria, I was just like, this is so.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Good. I said, how did they do this?
The adaptive choice that Craig makes. That's what I'm saying. And he expands on characters. That's what I'm saying. Like in the game, we don't see what Ellie and Maria do, or like their interactions at all. You're focused on Joel, right? So the fact that Craig took us and showed us basically.
We didn't see.
When's the last time Ellie has had like another woman or female in her life that's kind of in like a maternal? That's been like a maternal. Stand-in for her.
They didn't either leave. That didn't either
Marlene.
Die, send her off with smugglers, or then die.
It was Marlene, probably, exactly. and that dynamic was not the healthiest.
Yes, that's it.
And it wasn't the healthiest, So the fact that we got to see that, but like you said, also at the same time, narratively, propel the story forward because, like you said, that's how Ellie finds out about Joel's daughter and that he had one. And I also think that scene is so beautiful, and it really got to me because like the fact that I know Tommy's the uncle, right? But it was just so beautiful that he, after all these years and still despite everything, like he made his little, it seems like Tommy's like he's from Texas. He was in the army, he's a very like a gruff and kind of like, it would seem like Joel is now very like emotionally distant and kind of hardened man, so the fact that in his own little way he would honor Sarah and Joel by extension, by making this little altar, which is just it's just written in chalk on a little
it's
chalkboard.
super simple, but it clearly means a lot to both.
Exactly, and it
Maria
speaks volumes. Exactly, and it speaks volumes about Tommy, that despite his kind of gruff exterior. And again, that's another dynamic between Maria and Tommy because, it seems like that's kind of a side of Tommy that Maria has brought out of him, something that he, a side that he's not very used to, which is kind
or
of
a side that he suppressed. 1, veteran, and then 2, your niece dies in front of you, and then 3, y'all are killing people to survive, probably robbing them. Like, clearly you're not going to be in the best mental state.
I want to tack on to that too, to what Gerardo just said. Joel didn't have that chance to open up that softer side too. While Tommy, they were doing this motion here, Tommy finally reached his point where he was, I'm going to go do my thing here. He met Maria. She softened him up. She had him open up, all that. Joel was still being this hardened, calculating assassin John Wick type character this whole time. I guess the closest that he had was Tess. Almost said Anna. Tess.
Tommy met Maria. Joel met Tess, and Tess very clearly was very different from Maria.
That's exactly where I was going to point. Is that I was going to say, isn't it interesting how they those dynamics between those romantic partners and both of those brothers, right? Look at how different Maria is from Tess, and look at how Tess being partnered up with Joel. I mean, it was kind of transactional in nature, the relationship, in a sense. They weren't very emotional. They weren't like lovey-dovey.
Like
they didn't seem to. Yeah, they're more like coworkers who sleep with each other, right? It's like, because we need partners and it's the end of the world, and why not? It's like it's mutually beneficial to both of us. Whereas Maria and Tommy,
but they were clearly both not interested in having a family like Tommy and Maria.
No, or any of the emotional aspects that come with intimacy, like communication or talking or feelings or stuff like that.
Whereas, one little tiny detail.
Dr. Louise talking right now.
a tiny detail that I noticed. Whenever Tess is about to sacrifice herself, it reminded me of that scene where she's like, "I never asked you to feel the way I felt." So maybe it was just Joel. Maybe it was just Joel who just was not with it.
Joel after losing Sarah and losing all the stuff he loved, he went into that, I will cut off everyone for like self-preservation. I don't want to lose anybody else anymore. I'm tired of, feeling pain. I'm just to save myself the emotional, suffering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just end all that. But then Ellie's now pulling him out of that slowly.
But I think that's such a beautiful narrative. I think that's such a beautiful narrative through line is that Tommy and Joel are two sides of the same coin. They were essentially the same person. They're just brothers, and maybe some personality traits and characteristics differed, but they were raised the same. They basically believe the same thing. They got along very well and had pretty similar ideologies. And then that one event happens, right? Changes Joel forever, right? And now Joel's a different man, and Tommy tries to follow along, and he realizes he can't follow along. He doesn't recognize this man anymore. He doesn't, he doesn't agree with what's happening, what's going on, and they go the different paths. And Tommy goes a different path. Joel maintains on his path, and it's like Tommy represents or reflects what Joel could have been, right? Had he approached the trauma and the emotional damage that Sarah's death had on him. If he had support or from a different partner, or if he was open to that support,
had he accepted it himself, because he does not, he's not with it at any point in time. He's not. He doesn't want to talk about it.
That denial stage, he has not.
Yeah, and a lot of that is subtext, but I think that, and a lot of that is subtext, but I think it's so beautiful, just how that weaves in and out of the story so beautifully. And it really comes to the forefront when Tommy's introduced, because he's such a different person from Joel. He's had such a different experience. His last 7 years have been way different from what Joel's last 7 years have been, And so I think that's wonderful. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about the video game.
You were going to say that both Joel and Tommy are on the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never.
The
Partners.
TikTok. Yeah, the TikTok. Yeah. Both Joel and
Black
Tommy.
History Month. Let's go.
That Joel and Tommy both have very similar taste in women, for sure. Yeah.
Stand up, you know what I'm saying?
Were you going to mention maybe when Joel saw the I forgot the girl,
the doppelganger
with the big hair? For a second, he thought it was.
No!
Sarah.
That's a good scene, and I like that.
I love that.
And the scene before that, when they were with the native couple after he left the house.
That's exactly what I was going to mention.
Joel,
the anxiety panic attack.
Yes, the anxiety panic attack. Pedro, I know we've said this like 100 times. We're going to say it another 100 times. I'm going to say it until the day I die. Pedro is an elite, phenomenal actor, and I've seen different portrayals of anxiety and panic attacks throughout different mediums. You know, if you've seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, very good portrayal. Very, you knew that was coming. Very good portrayal. Then if you've seen Velma, dog shit portrayal. Should never have been done. HBO, please do not cancel my shield check. I'm gonna rag on that show. I don't care. So you have two contrasting versions within animation. Then you have Pedro, Goat Pascal, Pedro, Elite Pascal, Pedro, Legend Pascal, The Mandalorian, Dinjarin, all that. Come in here. Joel, The Last of Us, Oberyn Martell. But that's you know what I'm saying?
But that's
come in here and just show you how, like, bring something that you can't really, you know, you can explain to someone. I have anxiety. This is what happens to me when I have an anxiety attack. But to see it displayed like that in this type of show, in this medium, that took my breath away. I was just sitting there like, wow.
I was
you
going to
really
say
feel
that's
for him.
That goes back to the adaptive choice thing. Like Craig Mazin, you know, dick writer here. There goes again. But that's the thing. It's like he's so smart about like what exactly it is that he chooses to change and what he chooses to add. Right. And it's like something so small as, oh, hey, don't you think that a man who's been emotionally repressed his entire life, who has been kind of shown and told that he should act a certain way, right?
Deals with PTSD.
Deals with severe life-changing trauma, probably has PTSD. How would that manifest itself? That probably would manifest itself in a certain type of, psychological way. And the fact that he was like, oh yeah, Joel probably suffers from panic attack and anxiety. And it's like, like that makes
perfect sense.
Right? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Exactly.
That's what Joel was talking about. I was like, I can't sleep. I have dreams where I'm failing her. I was like, dude,
insane.
He's
and that's what I was going to talk about. Is that scene with Tommy in the shoe,
the Nike storefront, the Nike the champs Shields. If you're in Dallas, the Shields.
Is that monologue? I don't think it's in the game from what I remember. Have you played it more recently?
I played it just now. Like I played it right before and right after because I had to replay it because my PS4 was being dubbed.
He was playing it. He was playing it while we were literally pressing record. He was still playing the game. That's our dedication to this channel.
That monologue and Joel's reasonings as to like his failings as a man and as a father, and just the tale that's as old as time that is aging, right? And you know, getting older,
just like me, bro.
and not being what's it called? You know, worthy of
spring chicken,
feeling worthy or satisfactory enough for those around you or to depend on you, you know, and it's like as a man and as a Latino man, you know, who's like kind of ideology around family is so like
deeply ingrained,
you know, male centric and deeply ingrained in our.
The man is the protector, and if he can't do that, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly, and that he's already
just like me,
failed. He's already failed once.
And he's failed catastrophically in his mind, right? And he says, "I know that I'm going to do it again." He says, "I know I'm going to do it again." He said, "I can't do that again."
But again, that ties in again into the Ellie and Joel scene because now Ellie knows about Sarah, right? And the audience knows that she knows, and the audience knows what Joel's reservations are. And yet, despite that, Ellie picks Joel. And that's just so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And it is beautiful and so powerful, you know, because
without hesitation she chose him. She said
and it's just that dynamic of you know, caring for something is so beautiful, but at the same time, you know, it can be considered like as something that makes you weak because you're finally scared to lose something or to lose, you know, someone, right? And but at the same time, okay, and at the same time, that like drives you and it motivates you. You know, this is better help.
Pain.
But yeah, man, it's like this episode again. Like I'm talking myself into actually liking it a lot more than I originally did when I watched it. It's like
I already did this.
I know, but it's like discussing it.
I've already surpassed it.
Yeah, it's like discussing it with you guys. And you're like, God damn, like, damn, man, that's so good. You know, it's like it's so good, man. And I'm just so excited for the next
truly
episode.
is.
I feel like next episode is going to be divide. People are going to fucking hate it, and it's going to be sick.
Or
as
they're
hell.
gonna
I already
love
know.
So I'm sure I'm gonna like it, but I am annoyed because I know it's supposed to come right after this, just because I'm with it. So this is the next episode is gonna be a DLC, as far as I know. It's like it's an add-on. It's the Forge. What am I gonna say what it is? But
Don't spoil it.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna just say it, David, because I want to see what happens. I want to see how they handle this because they made some great adaptive changes, like you said. I really want to see how this is gonna go.
It's gonna go.
See,
I think it's gonna go well. I really do.
And that's what I'm saying. That's so weird to me because it's like we have 7, 8, 9, 3 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
It's they still have to do the whole like for people who know the game or who don't know the game. We're not spoiling anything. They have to do Left Behind, David, and then the ending of the game essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the finale is only 46 minutes long.
Only for. Oh, they're gonna be
so the finale
ass, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The finale is 46 minutes long.
Which honestly,
so you're gonna do
a short finale.
You're gonna do Left Behind and the David. 2 episodes plus tying that into the finale seems a little rushed.
You say that. Look, you say
just
that.
Give me some.
You say that, but David, as soon as that's over, the final mission is the last mission. There's just like.
Mm-hmm.
You kill a couple zombies and you are there. The game is
right.
You're there. So I think it's perfectly done.
But we have Left Behind still also.
Yeah.
What if they
behind?
What if they make these those next 2 missions you're talking about, Left Behind and David? What if they kind of blend into each other going into the finale? The finale ends on we know what goes on. The finale ends on a cliffhanger in the middle of everything. Then the beginning of season 2 opens up where the cliffhanger leaves off. I would be pissed, but I mean, I already know what's going to happen. So
you know what? Never mind.
I
know what they're going to do. Next episode is going to be, the flashback episode that we have, the Ellie-centric episode, plus I think aspects of Left Behind, thus leaving episode 8 to be David. And then episode 9, the finale.
Episode 9 is, I'm telling you, it works out perfectly.
I think it works out, yeah. Because David can be condensed. That David mission can be condensed into 1 episode easy. Like, that's not
also, just a quick, I know I keep mentioning the game and everything, but I do prefer this, because like you said, it's grounded. The show is much more grounded than the game. In the game, you kill like fucking 60 bandits, and then Joel falls from like the second story of a building on his back onto a rebar pole, and now he got stabbed with a bat. I feel like it's so much more
intense.
That's exactly what would happen. It wouldn't be as climactic.
Did he just die?
I think that's a very fair point that you just brought up. I think in the game, how Joel gets injured and how he gets impaled is a lot more intense and dramatic than it was in the show. In the show, if you've played the game, it seems very kind of like anticlimactic, just kind of like rushed. It's like Craig Mazin was like, okay, I need him to get stabbed. They have a group of 4 dudes, and they show up, and then one of them stabs them, and they leave, and that's it, right? Whereas in the game, it's like you're trying to sneak around, and you're trying to leave the university. Oh, yeah, unless you're fighting, you start guns a-blazing, you start shooting everybody.
Playing like it's Doom.
Exactly. Exactly. So, and then he gets impaled in the rebar, like you said, and Ellie's like trying to drag him out of there. And Ellie's trying to drag him out of there, and it's like a lot more intense, a lot more high octane.
They hit him with the Logan.
Yeah, so I guess that's the only.
That was terrible. I'm so sorry.
I would say that's the only negative thing about this episode is that I would take away is that adaptive choice I liked a lot less than everything else he's done.
I disagree. I thought it was a lot because what's more realistic? What is more likely to happen? Like, have you ever gotten seriously hurt? What happened? You didn't get hit by a car. You probably just like fell down the stairs. It's the little shit.
I wish a car would try and hit me. You should see you should see the car, bro.
But how quote unquote realistic can a show about cordyceps zombies, be?
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is,
but that's the thing. They're trying to make it more.
We're gonna get it. If you want action, we're gonna get it. But I think
Yeah,
that
when
was
David in the finale. Yeah,
David in the finale.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
It was a great choice.
I think this next episode is going to. I think they're gonna break the cycle a little bit. You know how we've having like up down. I think next episode is gonna be very emotional.
Banger.
Yeah, it's gonna be emotionally driven. It's gonna be very not action heavy or action intensive. It's going to be a lot of character development, and a lot of backstory. A lot of exposition. Us learning where Ellie came from, what happened, her story, and a lot of emotional development for her. And the audience will kind of like get a glimpse inside her head and her life and her mind. And then episodes
in that Fedra Academy.
Yeah, and then episodes 8 and 9 are going to be balls to the wall action, just bangers.
They're going to go off.
They're saving it. Yeah, they're saving it.
I can't
be standing up on my seat.
Episode 5 was a teaser, a little taste of what they could do action-wise. And then episodes 8 and 9 are going to be
main course.
Yeah.
And dessert.
There's one very specific scene from the game. Me and Five had talked about it. He sent me a TikTok about it. And that I really hope. I don't think they're going to put it in the show.
Is it what I think it is?
I'm not sure. We'll talk about it. I don't know if we get. I don't want to say a spoiler.
Yeah, but, I would hate to because there are people watching who just don't.
No spoilers. I'm just gonna say Joel is looking for someone.
Oh shit! No, they're gonna do it. Get the fuck out of here.
And so I don't know, but that this Joel in the show isn't. We've been told about like how.
Yes,
violent
and when better to do what this man is about to do than when he has to make that choice.
You're right.
He has to snap back into it and be Raider ass Joel again.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Come on.
Oh, I know we're almost done talking about The Last of Us. To move on to the next topic, but I just want to mention something really quick. Is that
Graham is fighting clickers.
I still don't like. I still don't like Tommy's like. I didn't like what we were doing, and we were doing evil things, and we were killing people. Yeah, and it's just like, dude,
brother.
It wasn't worth it, brother. And I agree with Joel. It's like
he said, "I gotta yee out this bitch, man. We can't be doing this no more."
I just agreed. I just find it hard to disagree with Joel and be like, well, yeah, I do what we have to do to survive.
But even then, it's still better than the game one, because in the game one he said, "Fuck you, we shouldn't have done that. You touch me again, I'm gonna whoop your ass." Basically,
he says, "You put your hands on." He said,
"We ain't in Boston no more, brother." He said,
"Oh yeah,
we're your ass up if you touch me like that again."
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I'm glad they didn't do that.
Show you what a real man does.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's still kind of like that dynamic of like older brother, younger brother, like respect and dynamic in between the both of them. But just Tommy was able to just like question Joel's decision making and stuff. But again, I just don't think Tommy's in the right. And it's like, bro, fuck you. You're alive because of the horrendous decisions that Joel had to make.
Tommy said, "I don't judge you for it," but he said it was still fucked up. He said, "We did what we had to do."
Joel said, "I do what's necessary." Joel, get that shit done.
We do what we have to do.
Whatever his last name is.
Come on, bro. But I'm out. Get out of here, bro. He kept your ass alive.
He had to retire, man. Everybody's got to retire sometime.
Oh, also that adapted choice that
Not me though.
Pregnant, I think was very good.
It was great.
It gave
more
Tommy's it gives Tommy's decision to agree with Joel to take Ellie to the Fireflies. It's much more impactful, much more powerful, and a small 100%. Thing that works very, very well, and gives Gabriel Luna, the actor, like a lot more meat to work with, as an actor, and decision making and what to do, because it's just him being like, okay, I'll do it.
He said, less, "Fuck you." All right, I guess, yeah, I'll take her.
Yeah, it's a lot less interesting. Is a lot less interesting.
Said, "I can't say no to you, Joel."
Then I have a baby on the way. I'm about to start a family. I don't want anything to do with this, but here's my brother begging me to do this for him.
Because he was
begging to do this for him, and it's just much more interesting that way. But yeah,
I agree.
This fucking show.
I need to rewatch that scene again. Hold on.
I know, it's so good. I know, it's so good.
Even if we had time, I would have pulled it up and put it on the screen so everyone can watch it
Right, if
share
we would've
screen.
get sued.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah, we
and
get
then
sued
strike.
so quick. Man, that HBO bag would be gone. I'd be sick to my stomach waking up from an email from Neil Druckmann. Y'all have been dropped. I'll be sick, bro. I'll be
Please,
pissed
Neil,
off.
no.
I'll be outside Naughty Dog like this. Like, bro, please, I promise y'all won't happen again. Trust me. We've deleted the footage. We retaped that episode.
I know. When the Uncharted show drops, they won't invite us in for. They won't send us the screeners.
We won't
like,
be on the
nah.
official Uncharted podcast.
We saw what you did with the
To
Last
be
of Us.
honest, like I kind of off topic, but to be honest, I kind of want them to like make Uncharted a show and just completely like ignore the movie.
No, not
didn't
ignore the
happen.
movie. More Wahlberg. I want a de-aged Mark
More
Wahlberg, and then I want Scully. Don't blow me. You know I'm right, motherfucker. You know I'm right. You know
No,
I'm right.
I don't want to. I want to. What's the opposite of de-aging?
Aging.
I want to aged Mark Wahlberg.
No,
Advanced aging.
It should be the guy from Hollywood.
Dermot,
Hollywood.
whatever his name is.
No,
the show Hollywood.
Oh, the show. Oh, okay, I get you.
Dermot
Bro,
Mulroney, right?
he was
no,
perfect.
that's not it.
Hold on, I'll look his ass up right now.
Not us all.
Whoever gets the
his
first
name?
wins.
Dylan McDermott.
Yeah, but pull up a picture of him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Had this
Yeah,
turn into an
heck
Uncharted
yeah.
fan casting.
Bro,
Fan
heck yeah,
casting.
I love him. He's
He was
perfect.
just-
He's also
he had a
61.
white-
Exactly.
Perfect.
Sully is old. Sully is not young.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey, you know
Well,
who
yeah,
else
so
is in
what
that
is-
show? You know who's in that show, bro?
Our future
My-
Superman.
My
I
Superman,
hope so.
David Cornsweet, my goat.
David Cornsweet, future Superman.
James Gunn, when you see this
That's
episode,
Sully
you know
right
what
there.
to do.
That
David
is
Perfect.
Cornsweet,
Sully.
future Superman.
Look at my
Perfect
camera. That is
casting.
Sully.
Matter of fact,
Why
got
would they
you.
choose Mark Wahlberg? He's right there.
Because Mark Wahlberg gets butts in seats.
Did he?
He gets all the racists. to
I
go
didn't.
watch
I didn't
the
sit
movie.
down.
Boy,
Sony said, "Stop Asian hate." No, we're propelling it by casting Mark
oh my
Wahlberg.
god.
So we're
Racist
Asian.
ass.
It doesn't count if we do it.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking dog shit ass human being and dog shit ass actor. Fuck him.
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Too. Yeah. To be clear,
Fuck Mark
no one
Wahlberg.
else.
Why do you think?
That's
Why do
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
this? Why do you think all the
Yeah, I'm saying
Transformers movies look like shit?
Mark Wahlberg's
Past
a
the
dog
third
shit ass
one.
human being.
Horrible.
He's a dog shit ass actor, and fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I hate him.
Father
This is the official anti Mark Wahlberg
We'll watch that shit.
channel.
Yeah. Catch me. I'll beat up Mark Wahlberg. I'll fight him.
I won't
Spencer
find him to win.
Confidential.
I'll shoot his ass.
You know what's
I'll fight
crazy?
him.
The best part about all his movies, literally everybody else, literally everybody was that Pain and Gain. Everybody, The Rock was in it.
How's the
Anthony
Rock?
Mackie
How
was
does
in
the
it.
Rock
Boogie
steal
Nights?
fucking scenes from you, bro? God, he was gonna boogie.
Oh,
No.
Nights,
what was his
bro.
name?
Okay.
He was fine in Boogie Nights. You know who was
Spencer
Everybody else-
Confidential.
in Boogie Nights?
William H Macy.
William H. Macy. We got fucking. Rest in peace. What's his name? His son
Burt
was
Reynolds?
in a mid-ass movie. Burt Reynolds.
Burt
too.
Reynolds.
No. The gay one. He was gay in that movie.
Oh, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, bro. John C. Riley's in that movie. Everybody's in that movie.
Don
Don
Cheadle.
Cheadle,
was
Michael
Julianne Moore.
Brody.
Julianne Moore.
Remember
Heather
Morris?
Graham. Luis Guzman.
Was
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina's in that movie?
Yeah.
My
Remember
goat.
Robert
who it
Downey
was.
Sr.'s in it too.
Who?
He
Fuck
was,
that
he was
guy.
a drug dealer. Remember Alfred Molina was Rahad Jackson? He was Rahad, remember?
But see,
Ugh.
star-studded.
That's an
So
insane
yeah,
and then
cast.
Mark-
I'm looking
and
at the
Mark
lineup right now.
fucking
This is
Wahlberg.
insane.
That's the
Then there's
only
Mark Wahlberg.
only good movie he's ever made.
And that one,
Literally
He
just
made The
that.
Departed. He worked
Nah,
with Martin
this-
Scorsese, and people are gonna get on to me because he made The Departed. But fuck him.
I don't
He was dog
care.
shit in that.
I'll take.
I don't care.
Part
Screw
of his
Mark
ass.
Wahlberg, bro.
That is a very
said
hard
it.
take.
What are
That's
they
a
gonna
very
do?
hard.
What are the
Anyway,
Martin Scorsese
there goes-
fans gonna do?
There goes our Scorsese bag, bro. He's gonna say our
Yeah, I know.
podcast is not cinema. I'm sick.
Oh
my
but yeah,
God.
so overall, sorry for that tangent. Overall,
Oh, yeah.
what did we
No, you're
think
good.
of the Last
I
of
think-
Us episode?
Yeah, I think we can do another thumbs up, thumbs down for this one. Where's everybody at? Do a thumbs up?
2 thumbs
Absolutely.
up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Both of them.
I concur. I concur. This is a very good episode. It's very well done. HBO, you've heard us shill for this show the last 6 weeks. Please, just drop a
HBO is
little
on the verge
email.
of giving two creators blank checks, and you know who they are?
Me.
Craig Mazin and
Us.
and Mike White,
Who the fuck is Mike White?
the writer director of White Lotus.
Mm-hmm. That show
seen
was
it.
good, boy.
But I was
Started
talking about
it.
this the other day. I was like HBO need to double down on both Craig Mazin and Mike White. I think
And
Mike
us.
White has a deal with them already, but they need to give Craig Mazin a blank check as well, and just let both of those creators just make whatever the fuck they want, because it's not going to be bad. So
They're doing something
But
right.
yeah.
They're doing something right. Yes.
Can they make
100%.
Can they make a superhero movie too?
Super-
No.
You know what? No, that's-
hear me out. That movie is not bad. That movie is not bad.
I haven't seen it in years.
The only
bro.
issue is the budget.
Drake
And
and
Drake. Yeah.
Drake Campana. Drake Campana,
Campana. Fuck that guy.
sexual abuser.
His name is Campana?
Yeah, he
No,
moved
he
to
changed
Mexico.
it to Drake Campana when he moved to Mexico to
To
escape
flee.
sexual assault charges. Yeah,
When he fled to Mexico.
he fled.
Oh, you mean Drake
Fleed.
Bell?
fled?
No,
Yeah, Drake Bell.
Campana.
Drake Bell.
He's
changed his
also
name to
known as
Campana
Drake
and fled to
Campana. Boy, if
I'm
you don't
telling
get your
you.
goddamn
Mexico. He fled to Mexico. He's super
Boy,
popular over there. He's big.
this-
He's huge.
cosplay Mexican, bro, what is going on? Is he
He
actually
looks like a
Mexican?
lot of Mexicans there.
What are you talking about? You don't think Mexico's a white country? It's not. 80% of the population is dark skinned.
Yeah, but there's those other.
But
Don't let me get on my name more shit right now.
yeah, or is it evil language and an evil cult?
Hey,
Evil dogma.
No, I like that language. The one bad
Spanish?
nickname we had.
Spanish?
Yes, Spanish.
Oof.
As
Fabio's
much
pro
as-
imperialism.
as much as we dislike Drake Bell /
I
Campana, I do
reclaimed
like
it.
Drake and Josh. That show, I can't lie. I grew up on that. It's still, I'm still looking at Drake sideways because he's a problem. He's an issue, like an actual issue, not a problem like me, like I'm dangerous. He's a problem, like he needs to be away from children.
They're
But,
both problems, bro. Drake is a horrible person and like an abuser.
And Josh is
And
a dog
is
shit
just-
actor.
Yeah, Josh is a fucking. Josh
That
can't
boy-
let it go, and he's still
Yeah.
trying.
Both
Stop
menaces
working.
in their own way.
in the wrong way, not the correct
Multiple
way.
menaces.
One is worse.
Multiple
It's Josh
menaces.
Beck.
Multiple menaces. Menaces.
Menaces. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Talking
no.
about menaces. You think? Never mind. I wasn't gonna.
Speaking of
I was gonna-
menaces,
yeah.
Nah, I'll do
Speaking
it.
of menaces,
I'll
do
tell
it,
you
do
about
it.
menace. I'll tell you about a real menace off that substance. This goated film coming out this week, this month. Legendary cinema, a real menace, a real apex predator. You the one, the only Black American grizzly cocaine bear coming out
go.
this month. You know what I'm saying? That's a real menace right
This
there.
weekend.
He on top of the mountain.
This
Top of the mountain.
weekend?
He just like me.
Cool.
By the time
Okay.
you watch, yeah, if you're listening or watching this, it should be
The movie should be out by now.
out in-
Actually,
should be out by now.
we were supposed to go to the premiere, but our tickets to the screeners got ate by that cocaine bear
Our invite
when he was
got
eating
lost
the
in the mail.
cocaine along with the bag of the cocaine that the bear consumed.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
next time, whenever they do the inevitable sequel, Cocaine Tiger, Percocet Shark, and Xanax Ocelot, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then hydro hippo and
Nice.
oxycontin orangutan. Bro, Elizabeth
And-
Banks, hit me up.
Gorilla.
Weed weasel.
Weed weasel.
Nice.
I'd actually watch that one. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
That goes so hard. Then they're gonna
I get
cast
it.
Mark Wahlberg in it. I'll be sick. I'll throw up.
He's the
I'll
weasel.
get out.
No,
Tequila
Weasel.
Toucan.
Weasel is the DC Weasel.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. I'd watch that.
James
He's
Gunn.
He's on the perk. That's Sean Gunn right there, bro.
So what?
no.
Okay, so
No,
you want
see,
to
for real,
basically
Cocaine
just,
Bear. Cocaine Bear.
did
is
you
really
want to
gonna
like gauge our hype for it or what?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm all the way sold on this movie. The
I
same
know
way
you. I know you're hyped.
I'm the number one
Watch.
Cocaine Bear stan.
Oh,
They got my boy Alden in this.
Give me a second.
Oh God,
Keep going. Don't mind me.
he's being attacked by the
Vamp,
cocaine
vamp.
bear.
The Cocaine Bear heard him talking the shit.
Yeah,
And he jumped in through.
He said, "You're not being enthusiastic enough about my movie." Yo.
No, it's
No.
really. I really
Cocaine
think it's a good
Let me
time
be-
to have a movie
Can I
like
be
this
honest?
because you know
Exactly.
what's up.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
'cause
can I be honest?
All the heavy serious movies that we're having come out this year, all the superhero movies come out this year. We need some dumb fun, and I like
Yes.
dumb fun. I watched Megan. I'm a super fan of Megan. It was stupid. It was not scary, but it was awesome. I loved it. And then we got Cocaine Bear. We got a story or based on true story movie coming out. I love based on true stories, especially when it's something as zany as this. I was like, boy, sold. I don't even need to see a trailer. Put me in there. I'm in the theater. I'm pulling up in a suit tomorrow. I'm wearing a tuxedo. I'm pulling up in a limousine. I'm going to have a big glass of cognac in my hand. I'm about to be 2 tickets to Cocaine Bear, please. Even if I'm seeing it by myself, I'm still going to add to that box office because that's how big of a supporter I am. Number one, Cocaine Bear stan. You know what I'm saying? Had to do it to him. Don't mind my ramblings.
I couldn't
just a
even get
big-
a word in, man.
I'm sorry. I had to go off on my speech.
No, I respect it. You're passionate about it. Like we know it's not going to win an Oscar, right? Like,
Or will it?
Or will it? Would this be?
Back.
Could this be Elizabeth Banks'
Magnum opus?
her Oscar, her magnum opus?
I don't know.
Hot
She ain't
take.
winning an Oscar.
Hot
She could win
take.
an
This is
Oscar,
gonna be
you don't
better
know.
than Ant-Man and the Wasp because the Rotten Tomatoes scores
Don't
at
let me share
100%
this.
right
Don't
now.
let-
This is
Stop.
insane.
But first of all, Rotten Tomatoes is not a metric by which any person with 2 functioning brain cells should base their.
I
movie
agree.
watching
No, trust me. I
off of.
agree.
Go
But-
my letterbox, and I'm gonna give it
True.
5 stars.
Yeah,
True.
What?
Talk to him.
it is going to be better than Ass Man and the Wasp. though.
I knew he was going to say
But that's
that
because
shit.
you're
I
a
knew he was
Peyton
gonna
Reed
be on this.
hater. That's because
Yeah, I
you're
knew you were gonna
anti
be on
Peyton
this shit
Reed.
right now. As soon as I heard
You
him
said
say
it. Matt liked that movie and he said it too. What do you mean?
But he's
I'm
But that's
wrong.
because I'm Cocaine Bear #1 stan, bro.
he's
I'm
wrong.
I'm
bro.
actually I'm on my way to create the next sequel, the sequel to Cocaine Bear right now. I have a plane ticket booked to the jungles of India. I'm gonna catch me a wild animal. I'm gonna pick one substance to feed it and be like, all right, cool. We have our movie. Now I just need a camera.
He said, "Let's see what happens."
It's a documentary. Yeah.
The document is based on real life, based on a true story.
We have breaking news. A young man from America named Matthew Wow, who has been murdered
AKA the
by a
Black
Great Black
You think I'm gonna
has
be-
just been murdered by a fucking lion because he decided it would be a great idea to feed it methamphetamines.
Oh,
And
that's
guess
the crazy
what?
part.
Meth
And
lines.
guess what? It
See,
killed
that's the
him.
thing.
Who
That's the
would've
thing
thought?
that
Who would've
separates me
guessed?
from. That's the thing that separates me from these hunters nowadays. They got guns. They got traps and things. I go out there.
Not
I
you.
go in there with my bare hands.
hands.
This is all I need.
Bare hands. Get it? Cocaine.
You see what
bare,
I did
bare
there
hands.
with my bare hands. Whenever Hercules was rolling around, did he use a gun or a bow and arrow to destroy the Nemean lion? No, he just like me, bare hands.
Hey
Tussle
Matt,
with that bitch.
Matt, I hate to be the one to break this to you. Hercules was not real. He did not exist.
So,
For real?
anyways, like I said, Hercules was out there wrestling with the lion.
Y'all talked
actually
about,
happened
I'm
was
assuming
it
y'all
was
talked
real.
about. I'm assuming y'all talked about the cast of Cocaine Bear already.
We have
Oh
not.
no,
missed
I was just
No?
going on my
this is
huge
going off.
soapbox cooking about how good this movie's about to be. But no, the cast of Cocaine Bear.
I had no idea.
It's
Christopher
actually crazy how they lined
Heavue
this.
was in this.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Heavue. He was in
From
Game of Thrones.
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Who the fuck is that? What
Yeah.
is that?
The one
played- he
is the big
played-
woman still here? Tormund.
Yeah, he played.
Oh, the big
Tormund.
guy.
Yeah, Tormund. Was it Wildsbane?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who's like, what do y'all call it here? Cock.
He was. He was
guy?
also. He was also in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I saw him in.
Like
I saw him in
this
Fate
The
of the
Fast and the
Furious.
Furious movie.
I was like. I know him. I know that guy. No, this cast is
is a small
list is
cast.
insane. They got
That's
Ray
all they need, bro.
Liotta,
It's about quality.
Carrie
Yeah,
Russell.
we got that.
They got
We got that. We
Ray
got that.
Liotta's in
Mummy.
this
Ray
movie?
Liotta is in this. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. They got This is his last
Ray-
movie, actually.
Is Ray Liotta not dead?
yeah.
He's
This was
dead,
filmed.
bro. He
You
died
know,
in May
movies are
of
filmed
last
ahead
year.
of time, Fabio.
No, but he died a minute ago. How long? How When was this movie filmed?
In
2 years ago, I
May,
guess.
or he died in May.
died
This
in
movie
May,
was
right?
filmed before then. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. This is his magnum
I remember
opus.
him. I remember him in
they-
Goodfellas.
They
Goodfellas.
weakened at
Ray Liotta,
Bernie
my
his
goat.
ass.
They had
what?
to get a few reshoots.
They weakened at
They
Bernie.
weekend
his
that
They
ass.
got-
Bernied him.
They got my other goat in here, Alden Ehrenreich. I
like
can't say
him.
his last
I
name.
do like him.
Aaron
Oh
Reich.
no, you know who else is in this? So they got Kerry Russell and Matthew Rhys. So have you
Matthew
guys seen
Rhys,
The Americans?
No, I heard
Have y'all
it
seen that
won
show?
every Emmy. It won every Emmy for like 5 years straight or however long it was on.
That
He
show-
won
talk
Watch
about-
that
multiple
movie.
times as
Watch that show. Raise a hand.
I watched like 2 episodes. I can't even lie to you. It was good. They
No,
cooked.
let's watch it.
well.
They
Watched 2
cooked.
episodes.
Only
I
the
watched
people
those 2
who vote for the
episodes.
Emmys watch that show.
No, not even them. They pretend like they did, and then just
They're like,
vote
oh
for
yeah,
the most
the
popular
Americans.
person.
Yeah, sure.
It won last. They're like that one last year, right? Yeah, we vote for it again.
They're like, oh yeah,
We
they
vote
killed it
for
this
it
season
again.
too.
Ice
Fun
Cube
fact.
Junior's in it.
Fun fact:
Ice Cube Jr..
Kerry Russell is from Coppell, Texas. She lived in Coppell for a little bit.
She's from Koppel.
Coppell.
Someone from Texas
Yep.
is in this movie. I'm boycotting.
Kerry
Ass.
Russell's from Koppel, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is Kerry
Guys,
Russell?
Another fun fact: she has no
No,
relation to
she's
Kurt
from-
Russell. Yeah, it's
It
right
says
there.
she's
So
from Fountain Valley, California.
I'm choosing to omit that.
Oh. Oh, she moved to Coppel, Texas.
I'm choosing
He
to
said-
omit that.
He's trying to spread misinformation, Luis. Keep it down.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Don't
we
let
just
Elon
claim.
Musk
We just claim
hear
her.
you.
She says she's
Oh,
from Texas. We
God.
got to claim. We represent. Like, you know how we got Jared
Yeah.
Padalecki and Jensen Ackles, bro. I stand on
And
that.
Jamie Foxx.
We got everybody, bro.
Jamie Foxx is
Jamie
from
Foxx
Texas.
is he's from Terrell.
Mhm.
He's from Terrell, Texas.
Who the fuck is Terrell, Texas?
It's like
Texas is too big.
40 minutes from Dallas. Like
Texas is
40
too
minutes from
big,
Dallas.
bro. Just call it Dallas too. All right.
Oh, you mean
Like,
Terrell?
John-
Jonathan Majors, I think, grew up in Texas too.
We claim him.
Who?
He's on our.
Jonathan Majors. He grew up
Jonathan
in
Majors
Texas
grew
too,
up
I
in
think.
Texas.
My
I think he
goat.
did, yeah.
I knew I liked
My
his
goat.
ass.
He just like me. Oh, he's from Cali though. He's from Lompoc.
No, I didn't like.
Yeah,
him.
but he went to Cedar Hill High School. Cedar Hill,
My
Texas.
goat.
He moved
My
to
goat.
Georgetown, right outside of Austin, and then grew up in Cedar Hill, Texas.
My goat. I knew I had a connection with this man.
Which is Dallas, essentially.
Mm-hmm. He's just like me, bro. I moved to Dallas and
So
look
he
at
grew,
my
Who is
he
career.
grew up in Texas
Houston?
too.
Who is from
Huh?
Houston?
Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid.
Wes
Beyonce.
Anderson. Wes Anderson's from Houston.
I don't like his
Richard
movies.
Linklater. Richard Linklater. From
I like
Houston,
him. I like him. Houston is saved.
too. Me.
We back. Me.
The Podtastic Four.
Except for
Minus
Graham.
Graham. He's from Paris.
Paris, Texas.
Wait, did y'all talk
Jennifer-
about?
Jennifer
I
Garner
forget.
is from Houston.
Hillary Duff.
Henry Duff is in this movie.
She's from Houston, yeah.
She's from
She's from
Houston.
Houston.
We represent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Lizzie McGuire.
and
boy.
Jim
Patrick
Parsons.
Swayze.
Jim Parsons is from
Yeah.
Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Swayze's from Houston?
Mm-hmm.
We don't claim him.
No way. Holy
Hey.
shit, he was.
This one's gonna piss you off. This one's gonna piss all y'all off, bro. MGK is from Houston.
Piss
No,
me
he's
off.
not.
What do you mean, bro?
Colson-
the king of rock.
Colson Baker.
He's from
The King of
Houston?
Rock.
The king of rock.
Colson Baker.
The king of
Go.
rap?
King of
Eminem's
rock.
antithesis. Eminem's nemesis.
Oh, I forgot about the
I
baddie,
am
Megan Thee
weak.
Stallion.
Megan. Oh shit, Tina is.
She is technically an actor now. Actress. Alexis
The
Bledel.
GOAT, Joel Osteen.
Who?
Ooh, now well, I got to throw the boot track on that man, boy.
Yo, I didn't even hear. Who we booing? Who we booing?
We
Who we
booing
booing?
Joel
Joel
Osteen.
Osteen.
Joel
Boo his ass
Osteen.
Boo his ass again.
Let me do
Fuck
it
that
again.
guy.
Hit him with that boot
Melissa
track twice.
Benoist is from
Yeah,
Houston.
do it again. Fuck that guy. All my homies hate Joel Osteen.
I didn't know Melissa Benoist was from Houston. What
Who
the
the
hell?
fuck is Melissa
Who?
Benoist?
She played Supergirl on the CW, and she was on
You mean
Glee.
Melissa Benoit?
Is it Benoit or Benoist? Benoist?
It's not
Benoist.
pronounced how it's
Benoist.
spelled. That's
Benoist.
Benoit.
I'm saying, is it Benoit or is
No,
it
Yeah, it's
Benoit
Benoist.
Blanc is
Benoist?
like Benoit is spelled like Benoit Blanc. There's no S.
Yeah, it's Benoist.
Is it
Benoist.
Oh, that just sounds wrong.
She was in Whiplash.
She was in Supergirl, yeah.
I'll claim that movie.
Anyways, are we excited for Cocaine Bear?
Absolutely. Absolutely
No.
excited.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
gonna have fun.
But it's like
looks-
it's
it'll
like
be
I
a good
said.
time.
It's like I said. We need. It's definitely good. It's like a palate cleanser. We got some dumb fun. We just watched whatchamacallit last week, Ant-Man.
Ass Man.
And then this week we're watching
Dope.
Cocaine Bear. And then what do we have coming next week? I'm pulling our schedule back
Cocaine
up.
Bear is going to be one of the highest grossing films of 2023.
Because it's going to become a cult
2023.
classic.
All time.
Everyone's going to hype it. Everyone's going to hype it the way it deserves to be hyped. And then
They're gonna
next we
say
got what?
Ray Liotta's
Oh, no.
greatest performance.
I'm so sorry. I was about to say Shazam. Next we have Creed 3, which is going to be another dramatic,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
ending to the Creed. I'm guessing the Creed trilogy,
Not
unless they
ending.
continue
They
on
want,
past that.
4 or 6
Unless
now.
they're unless they're gonna do like Rocky and make a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, make it like Fast and Furious, have him
The
fighting
next one, He's
everybody.
gonna have brain damage.
Oh crap!
What do you say?
He's gonna have brain damage in the next one because
No, the next one, the next one, he's gonna enter UFC, and they're gonna have him fight Conor McGregor.
the GOAT.
McGregor.
So the movie's gonna be over in 10 minutes after he wins.
Conor McGregor.
Mhm. They're not even gonna show the movie. They're just gonna show the pre-fight. He's gonna be sitting there like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
Who the fuck? Who the fuck is that guy?
No, but for real, Cocaine Bear is gonna be an awesome little change of pace.
It's gonna be an
'Cause the
experience.
next 6, 7 movies that we're gonna watch over these next couple of weeks are almost all like hype action. We got Scream 6, we got Shazam, we got John Wick, we
watching
got
that
Dungeons and Dragons. Like there's so many things coming out. It's good to just kind of step away from the normal high
IP
pace
stuff.
high pace.
IP stuff.
Yeah. And then after March, we got obviously with the TV shows that are going to be watching. April, I forgot what's coming out in April.
Also, Oscars
May
are
we
coming.
got Guardians.
Oscars are in March, so I'm doing my.
True.
I'm trying to watch everything I haven't seen that's been nominated so far.
Yeah, we will be watching. We will be doing our little Oscars.
Yeah, we'll probably
Hopefully,
have
we'll
like
do
a
our little
predictions
Oscars themed
episode.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
That should be
watch a
good.
damn thing, and then I'm gonna opinionate on everything.
Yeah, nice.
Just
I do
like
every
me.
year.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
root for the one movie I watched, and everything else is garbage.
Yeah, I make a list every year about what I think is going to win, what should win.
The Whale,
Everything everywhere
Brendan
all at
Fraser.
once.
Everything
Fraser
everywhere
better
all at
win.
once is going to win Best Picture.
Austin
Brendan
Butler's
better
going to
win.
win something.
Austin Butler's going to win
Better-
Best
He
Actor,
better fucking not.
Colin
That movie's
Farrell
ass.
and Kate Blanchett is going to win Best Actress.
for Tar.
I haven't seen it, but I'm cool with it. I like
Michelle
it.
Yeoh should, but it's going to be Kate Blanchett, and Ke Huy Quan is going to win for Best Supporting Actor.
No, it's gonna be Barry.
Those are
It's gonna be Barry, dog.
Very, I don't know how to pronounce his last name either.
Keoghan?
I said Keegan. Isn't that Keegan?
I guess.
He's Irish. Who knows?
He doesn't care.
But yes,
Keoghan?
Cocaine Bear is gonna fuck. It's gonna be great.
How do you pronounce this? It is Keoghan? How you say this?
Bro,
How
this
do
is
you
a
pronounce
tangent.
this?
This is a
Keegan.
tangent
It's
that
Keegan.
there's no need for us to go on.
I have to know this man's
I'm
name.
telling you, it's Keegan.
That's my Joker, bro. I have to say his name right.
Stop, please don't.
Not anymore, probably.
Yeah. Oh, you never know. You never know.
I know.
I guess we'll see whenever the Batman 2 comes out in 2025, which we will be covering, which James Gunn, I'm waiting for those screeners to come to us, man. We've been dying for this. We're waiting
And
for
we
it.
need you on the podcast so we can ask you about
So I can stop
Oh,
tweeting every day.
I can get married to you and be on everything you make, please.
I'm starting the new agenda. We're putting Gerardo in Peacemaker 2,
Yes.
season 2,
Yes, please.
as Amelia Harcourt.
I'll fucking take it.
I'm just gonna give him some.
So long as I get to kiss John Cena. All right, I'm down.
Oh man, but I think that just about covers it for The Last of Us and Cocaine Bear. Oh man, that was a good little discussion there. I'm excited to see where things go for the rest of the year. We have a lot of things we're going to be covering over the next few weeks. I can't even keep track. There's just so much stuff coming at us left and right, like wildfire spreading. But as for today, that is a wrap on today's episode. We appreciate y'all watching or listening to our channel. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ThePodtastic4 with the number 4 to stay tuned on everything coming up this year. Hulk smash the MF like button. Show us how much you enjoyed this show by leaving us a 5-star review wherever you listen to this podcast. Send our podcast and YouTube channel to your friends, family, coworkers. Post in your group chats. Send it everywhere so that we can continue to grow this awesome community of amazing Podvengers like you. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time on the Podtastic 4.